When DeMarcus Ware was selected 11th overall in the 2005 NFL Draft, he became the first Troy University player to ever be chosen in the opening round. Now, 17 years later, he's the first Trojan to be inducted into the Pro Football Hall of Fame. His 138.5 sacks rank 9th all-time in NFL history. And his 9 Pro Bowl selections are tied with fellow legends like Walter Payton, Ed Reed, Derek Thomas, and John Elway. Now, DeMarcus joins them in the Hall of Fame.
Tonight, from MetLife Stadium in New Jersey, it's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports.
Well, we're about a $50 cab ride away from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Tonight we kick off the preseason with a good matchup right away between the Minnesota Vikings and the New York Jets. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. Now Wilson on first down. He'll get this one complete to Davis. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. A good safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates. Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Ebron with it over the middle. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. On 2nd down, this is Edmonds. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain, but I wouldn't abandon the run totally because...
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And the Vikings are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Cousins to throw it. Open here, Adam Thielen. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Cousins on first down. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. No score after one on EA Sports. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. Running from the shotgun with Madison. He will push his way down to about the 14. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Looking to throw. Daniels to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
A lot of energy in this building tonight, but the opening drive produces 3, maybe quiets them just a bit, at least momentarily.
Just a little, right? That's all you're asking for, right? Things just getting started. You know they haven't taken the momentum totally here, but at the same time, they like what they've done here in the early going.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there, and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Back to throw. Dobson. Dumping it off for Johnson. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy. I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there, and if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
On 1st and 10, it's Carter. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. Definitely the last thing you want to see here in a preseason game. We'll be right back. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Looking to throw. Dobson. A throw to the flat for Carter. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Definitely the last thing you want to see here in a preseason game. We'll be right back. The throw over the middle, taken in. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will tie things up as we head toward halftime. So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
The Vikings going to take over now late in this first half. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. Going to begin the drive here with Madison. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside, as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Daniels. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. So we have reached half. Boy, rough crowd. No football for 6 months. Already we're skipping halftime. All right, let's get right back to the action. We're set for quarter 3. Probably not likely to see many starters in the second half as we get back at it underway in this preseason opener. He takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. And the Vikings set to go on offense to begin the 3rd quarter. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Daniels firing quickly, but it's incomplete. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
And, that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. So here's the Jets offense now as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground. And
they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one,
this time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33, and the return stops at the 39-yard line. First week of the preseason, probably not the pass, the impression that the rookie wants to leave right there.
Yeah, no probably about it, because that's not what you want to do to try and impress your new coaching staff, try to impress your locker room, and most importantly, yourself. Probably spent all night last night saying, don't throw an interception early. Make sure you take care of the football. But now he's got it out of the way. Hopefully he can just settle in and move on. And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
And that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground, incomplete. Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Daniels. This goes out wide from Madison. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
As a rookie quarterback, that's exactly how you endear yourself to your teammates. Give it up for the cause. It's also how you end up on the training table, too.
Yeah, it's a catch-22. Coach doesn't like it. Teammates love it. Where do you fall on it?
Well, I fall on wanting to endear yourself to your teammates, but pick your spots. Be smart about it. They need you for the full season.
Yeah, the rookie's going to learn as he goes.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion, but this
touchdown! He's got it at the 2. Adam Thielen, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Vikings have taken the lead. Will Lutz on for the point after. And it is up. And it's good. That'll make our score 10-3 now. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it all culminates in a touchdown for Minnesota. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Jets offensive unit ready to get going here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more preseason football on EA Sports. Throwing on first down. Dowson throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Right now, the story of this game continuing to be the defenses because the offenses, they're finding it difficult to establish any rhythm whatsoever.
I like how you come to us in praise of defense, Brandon, because that's exactly right. That was an incompletion forced there, but we've seen it throughout this game. Both of these defense coordinators, they're a step ahead of their offensive counterparts.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it. Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Now here's a throw that's complete. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Again, he'll drop to throw. He's got this one completed to Mims. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. It's caught. Smith. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Carter will try the right side. Shifts by him. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? They'll go again with Carter. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. Another costly turnover, their 2nd of this 2nd half. And earlier when I asked you your keys to the 2nd half, you said, hey, it may be trite, but I think it's turnovers. That's coming to fruition.
It certainly is, and let's face it, they named the game after it, right? So isn't it the most important thing?
But the football.
Exactly. They named the game for it. Take care of it.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Back to the ground on 1st down. Here's Madison. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now a give to Madison. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. On the handoff, it's Madison. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 53 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. On 2nd down, this is Madison. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. Now, after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. Definitely the last thing you want to see here. And now, before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So that one return. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. On third down, they run with Madison. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up fourth down. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And Lutz puts this one through. And they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3. Well, some field goals are bigger than others, and that one makes this a 2-score game.
And with the way their defense has played all game long, that's kind of a love letter to them because that might very well be all the points they need.
Following the made field goal, Lutz to kick it away. Now it's Parker. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. So the Jets now down by 10, and time a huge factor. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And 5 yards, not going to cut it here. That clock continues to run. Looking to throw on second down. Dobson. That is caught by Mims. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with a clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
Extra point by Sly is up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So looking at this situation, you should have time for the onside kick and then at least one play. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. So looking at this situation, you should have time for the onside kick and then at least one play. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
Able to break through that initial contact and winds up getting about 3 there. It's second down. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. And this one won't be remembered for many offensive fireworks, but they did enough to get the job done.
And that's why it's a team game, because sometimes you have to lean on one part of your team. And they leaned on their defense. In fact, they probably went over there and asked for some help. Like, guys, we just don't have it in this one. Can you hook us up? And they did in a big way. Said, no problem. Put it on our shoulders. We'll carry you home. And they did exactly that.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Good night, everybody.
Tonight, from U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis, it's Week 2 of the NFL preseason on EA Sports.
Time for this defense to try and stiffen as they'll try here to defend a 1st and 10 situation at their own 17-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
So now here in the second week of the preseason, you'd expect the starters play a little bit more than they did in week 1, but not a whole lot.
So if you're an offensive coordinator, what are you looking for?
What you're looking for is things getting cleaned up as you go along, because most of your playbook's probably installed. How well are they handling it? Easy in and out of the huddle, no mental mistakes? Are they starting to look like a good offensive football team?
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. And again, it's Tagovailoa. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. Under center for the Vikings, out comes the former Michigan State Spartan and longtime veteran Kirk Cousins.
Not bad for a 4th-round draft pick. Well over 100 career starts.
Still 0-0 here in quarter 1, but an early test to check in on as we've got a 3rd down situation looming. On 3rd down, Cousins. And that is incomplete. The Dolphins do the job defensively there, and now it brings up 4th. Now the Vikings will send out the special teams crew here for a field goal try. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was this defense already looking at a deficit on the scoreboard, but now what can they design here to disrupt this 3rd down play? 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Cousins from the gun on 3rd. Flushed out right. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't.
And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. Made his first. This now from 46 yards away. The kick by Lutz is good. And that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. Coming up here, this defense looking for a 3rd down stop in the 2nd quarter. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Finding Harris over the middle. And he is going to have the Dolphins' 1st down. They needed 4. He doubled that. So here's the situation upcoming. 2nd quarter, 3rd down, and this defense just trying to force the field goal attempt. Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And the Vikings are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. 3 first-half interceptions now, and Charles, you'd have to think of... Just over 90 seconds to go in the first half. The offense with a football, but they have it in their own territory. First down. Here's Cousins. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Cook. And he's brought down after a very nice gain.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. Draw play, Cousins to Cook. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs. Keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. To throw is Cousins. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. As we thought they might do here in week 2 of the preseason, they've left their starting quarterback out there for this second quarter, but I would imagine we will not see him after halftime.
Yeah, this is the time of year you've got to get your backup some reps and make sure you protect your starting quarterback.
And that nearly intercepted. Oh, a chance at a big play in his own end zone, but instead third down coming up. 3rd and goal for Cousins. Setting up the screen for Cook. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook in the final seconds of the first half. And the Vikings... Okay, now the field goal unit out on the field as they look to extend this third quarter lead. And Lutz's kick is good. And that's going to make this a 16-0 ball game. It's a third down situation in the fourth quarter. Time to see if this defense is up to the task. Back to throw again. Eluding the pressure right. And he bats it away, and it falls down. No hesitation in this situation. Down a couple scores late in the game. This offense is staying out there on 4th. They'll run it with Jones. And he will have the first down here as he's up to the 15.
That was 4th.
A field goal does him no good here as we drop you into this situation. Offense staying out there, and they are going on 4th down. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. It's a third down situation in the fourth quarter. Time to see if this defense is up to the task. They'll try to get it on the ground with Madison. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 54 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries. His longest... On first down, they'll run with Nwangu. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. And they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger. The dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. It's a win for the Vikings as we say so long from Minneapolis.